name is Sabrina Wallace. I am not a whistleblower, but I have quite a few videos out there that are passed around by normal people who are adults and understand, excuse me, they understand that our new healthcare ecosystem that was just announced by HHS, where they said, we're getting rid of all the paperwork, just use a QR code on your phone, okay? And that way, that precision AI healthcare can tell you what's wrong inside of your body 6 years in advance. Yeah? Isn't that awesome? We can take all the health records that we've already had and combine those health records with real time, right now, analytics to figure out what's going on in your body and show it to you on your phone. Everybody knows this. They've been using their Fitbits, their fitness trackers for so long that everybody knows. Knowing more about your health can only be a good thing. Great. HOW doesn't work. How does what work? Your Fitbit, I want to know how it works. It's a wearable. Your Oura Ring, your Square Pin, your little wearable watch. It's giving oxygen, EEG, and ECG. That's electrocardiogram and electromyogram, your muscle electricity. But I say that and people go, what? Okay, but you know what an EEG is, right? Because they do them at the hospital. And you definitely know what an ECG, electrocardiogram, because your heart's electrical. Okay. And you know what an oxygen meter is, and I'll bet you know what a Fitbit is. Counting steps, your oxygen in your bloodstream, your heart rate. Right. So when you're doing all that, unlike at the hospital when you got pads all over your chest and an EEG cap where they put the pads all over your head, or an oxygen meter on your finger, right? Do you get up every morning and put on the cap and the pads and the oxygen meter? No. You put on your Fitbit and then you go work out, right? Right. HOW. Okay. So I'm going to make this as simple as I know how for the public, because as you can imagine, 3 years of educating people on a technology called the Wireless Body Area Network with nano.gov, that stands for government, okay? And being hit with more than enough bad behavior from other creators and people, the Wireless Body Area Network, the W-band, is expired in Europe by the health care standards, which is something that Corinne Nokel pointed out repeatedly. And I was still busy trying to help people see the M-band with the FCC in 2012, examples of all these doctors saving money on their insurance against malpractice, trying to show people, hey, they've been logging in, this is business, it's commercial, you don't need to be afraid of it, but they're using human anatomy because it's for your health care. Okay? And everybody said, no, I don't need to know about that. Why the hell would that be important? Look, we're going to use artificial intelligence to tell us what drugs work best with our body and what we can do without testing on animals and all these other things. That's great. That's wonderful. Why don't you tell people, HOW, you're doing it? With remote healthcare monitoring market share in the billions with a capital B.